What's
What
up,
it
OG, triple
do?
OG?
It's your
OG,
man,
triple,
y'all
triple.
already know what it is.
OG.
We got some Corey on deck with the 5150 show. So without further ado, let's get to the video.
I want to talk about men who moved in. Let me say that again. Can you be a respectable man and you moved in with your woman?
You told me I could stay here. Bought me all these new clothes in the video game.
Can you be a respectable man and you moved in her shit?
What was the setup?
Darling, I knew you was
I'm
gonna
just
say
being
that.
honest. What?
You know, maybe when you 20,
Well, that's what I'm saying. Well,
25.
So what if he was older though, and you moved in, but you paid the rent?
maybe 30, maybe 30,
What if somebody's going for their goals and you provide? I'm just saying because I've been there.
maybe 20, maybe 25, the latest 30. If you are a man out here 30 plus years old, moving in with your woman, can you be respected properly?
Hell no!
Housemaid ass. Everybody said nope.
I think it all depends on the situation, though. Really, for real.
I didn't start paying rent till I was 30 years old.
Okay.
When I moved to LA and took a chance on myself,
You had
God
support,
started opening doors for me.
but you had someone supporting you, or many people.
When
Did you
I
have
was a
many
young man, I didn't even think you was supposed to pay rent. I was like, boy, this dick be hard than a mother.
people? That was your rent. That was your rent. payment.
Dick, credit card, same thing.
Okay.
When
But
you a young, healthy man who can 3, 4, 5 times a night, you got an excuse for not paying rent.
Well,
When
that's-
you a young, healthy man out here can do the whole yard by yourself.
Oh, Hercules, 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 Hercules.
You got an excuse for not paying rent. It ain't no good excuse, but it's still an excuse. You waking up out that bed, get your ass up and let it happen.
Let it happen.
But all these men who are squatters trying to lie and say, me and my mama roommate,
I cannot.
me and my girl roommates. How are you going to get the respect you deserve and you've been on this planet 35, 40, 45, 50 years and you got to move in with a bitch and she on Section 8 and you can get her and her kids put out?
And you're not even contributing to the household. Unbelievable. You know how many, so many people I know like that. in
You
that situation?
45 and you moved in with her, you moving in with a diabetic dick and you ain't on your feet. What the fuck going on in this world? What they say? In Spanish, we say casa propia. Is that what they said?
I don't know what popia is.
Which means own your spot. Slim
That-
Blunts.
Yeah, I get that. Again,
Do you know that I can go out here and play the game of life and live with women that I am with for the moment and have it prepared to leave when they get tired of me? I could live that life. I know homies that's out here still at rock bottom. They won't go live with a broad because they don't want to go through that, get the fuck out shit again.
so where are they living?
Well, the main homie I'm talking about, he lived with his other homie. Both of them struggle to get the rent together as roommates,
But now those
which
are
is
official,
more respectable,
right?
if you
because
ask me.
Because they're both pulling their weight
They're both men.
and they're both paying.
You got that room, I got this room. Let's hold this 2-bedroom down. Can't move in with a bitch. Can't get put out. And I'm 45, 50, 55, 60.
Y'all don't want me here? Y'all kick me out then.
Yeah, that's crazy. There's a lot of yeah. At a particular age, it gets crazy, and then don't let them just be laying up.
You
But
one of her kids.
both of them are bad though, because the woman's allowing it.
What do
So
you mean? Go deeper, D, with the woman allowing it.
well, if the guy is not contributing whatsoever, and you don't see him making any kind of progress in
What if he's
whatever.
contributing with a couple of the bills? Does
Well,
that make him respectable?
Well, wait a second. Now, a couple of the bills just to keep him floating, or can he do more? In other words, like, but if you see him not really striving to improve his situation, that's her fault.
Somebody say, don't hate the player, hate the game. I'm putting the house in her
Yes.
name. So listen,
So she can throw you out then. That doesn't make sense.
whenever you can get thrown out, you somebody's child.
There you go. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
If a woman can put you out, you are her child.
We got a point.
Once you become a man and reach true maturity, this is really your spot you stay in. This is your cave you going back to. And if you don't have a cave to go back to, I want to hear these circumstances because you can't sell me no sucker shit. Because most motherfuckers who ain't got their shit together by the time they 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, they ain't going to get their shit together.
And a lot of people make the big mistake of letting people. Well, most people haven't. Recently, when I've seen a situation, they didn't let them. The people just did it. But you're supposed to nip that in the bud. But where people let them receive anything at their house, whether it's an ID, paperwork for anything they own, anything heavy duty, if that person has received some mail in their name to that address, they live there.
That's the
And-
LA shit you can learn.
No, and it's in a lot of states. It's
I know,
pretty
I'm
heavy.
just saying.
Oh, okay, I was going to
When
say no. They
when I
honor
moved
that.
out here, I learned that type of shit.
No, you got to send it back. Don't open it, and you send it back not at this address. Postmaster, not at this address. And you just continue to do it. Don't open it. Just keep saying that, not at this address. And do not allow that person to make an ID. An ID with that same address? Good luck. Good luck.
Well, that's what they do.
Yeah. But people think it's okay. Oh, I know what I'm doing. I'm going to get this put in this person's name, and it's okay. Mm-mm.
But Darlene,
No, I
let's,
don't
let's,
live- I
let's
wish I
go
lived with
back
Pearl.
to being realistic. Because I watch so many women saying the prerequisites necessary to be with them. You heard that? There's a lot of women who will talk about the prerequisites necessary to be with them. But the truth is,
That's a good one.
Jody coming over there, blowing her back out with nothing. They talk about what they want. All them bitches on, what's her name? What's the black girl name with the show who was a bitch herself, but be trying to tell the bitches what to do?
Which one?
What is her name? Yeah, which one exactly?
That's a lot.
The one that most people criticize is the sister Kendra G. They all talk about this and what is necessary to get with me and all that, and a scammer blowing your back out and them fucked up your whole shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is what I see all the time. I see so many women talking about if you want to get with me, he got to be making this. And I'm not talking about the little bum ass bitches on Kendra G show. I'm talking about women who have been in the limelight, superstars. Superstars. My homeboy. Now, he ain't no rich dude. He ain't no rich dude. But every time he come to California, when he want to, he go blow the bitch back out. This is one of these superstar bitches who be talking shit. That's why I be laughing. I be like, bitch, shut the fuck up. You don't need no prerequisite to fuck you. That's why I'm saying, you are a squatter if you move into a broad house. But we who are wise know these women is looking for a fool to play with for a little while. And if you're smart, You just play with them where it's easy to get out. Somebody say, what about 50-50 though, moving in? I'm so glad they said that. Do you got an opinion about that? If he pay half, if she pay half? But he moved in with her?
I don't know. I think that I think it would still give him too much control there. Just stay in your own place. Say, I wish I could help you out, buddy, but no. The moment that anybody starts giving anything, they have some leeway there. They got some weight in the spot. So it all depends on if the person is okay with that. I don't know. I think
When you reach real manhood,
yes.
you're not finna move in with no woman. 50-50, you pay most of the bills. It get 50-50. You could be paying 80-20 of her bills and everything else there. When you reach real manhood, you don't move in these United States with a woman. Now, if you want to move a woman in with you, you better have it set up where everything is understood and in writing. Because there are states that have laws set up where if she lives with you for a certain amount of time, what they call it, D?
Well, they don't honor that legally. You know that right now, no more. You talking about?
What my man say who gave the $25? You say they don't honor what? What is it called, D?
You talking about common law? They don't
Common
even
law.
honor. They don't even honor that no more.
Dre from Detroit. I've been
Courts
a fan
of
of the
the-
show for 7 months, I guess. I love nursing school. I would love to see you do a blues cut in a song where here's a small blessing. We need comedians like you not to become Hollywood. Respect, brother.
Yeah, that was very nice.
But D, so you saying they ain't enforcing common law no more?
I don't. No, that's what I heard. Somebody just told me that, and they were like, "Yeah, they're not. The courts just took over, and they're like, nah, that was just getting way too out of hand. They don't. They don't. So, good luck with all that.
Squatters' rights.
Oh, that even that
Domestic partners.
That carries more weight. Squatters' rights. Yeah, squatters just be like, I'm not leaving. I'm not budging. Yeah. Moving a Hispanic chicken, you'll be moving in her whole family.
Somebody said if you move in a Hispanic chick, you'll be moving in her whole family.
Or you can move in with her whole family, because a lot of times they are too generous. I don't like that. Like my grandma and people like that used to do that. Oh, what? They don't have a place to stay. I'm like, no way, don't
This is
do
not,
it.
tell your grandmama them, this ain't the
No,
world you
back in the
grew up
day.
in.
No, I know. Back in the day, though, you would hear. I would see that. a
Cold
lot.
world.
They would let like my uncle
Moving in with your
with their
woman.
friends would be kicking it in the back. Next thing you know, you're like, wait a second, he's here again? Oh, he spent the night. Not he was in the shed. You know what I'm saying? Not the shed.
Moving in with your woman is sucker shit, homie. Now, if you out here fucked up, you gotta do what you gotta do.
I was just gonna say that, didn't I?
If you out here fucked up, you gotta do what you gotta do. But you know if you out here fucked up at a certain age, that means you just fucked up, motherfucker. Once you get past a certain age, you have got to find a way. Something that has found a way where you are facing this world respectfully. I know motherfuckers, ever since COVID happened, I know motherfuckers who straight up felons then got jobs at desk collecting money and everything. So what I'm saying to you, we know these jobs ain't paying a lot of money, but to be able to go to your little studio apartment that is yours is worth so much more than moving in with a broad and her kids and you one of the kids. Because don't think you nothing but one of the kids if you move in her shit with her kids. Them ain't your kids. This was her apartment. Please believe me.
Worse than that. Worse than that. You know what's really running rampant?
What?
Is not only they move in with the so-called baby mama or their girl or whatever they want to call her, but what if it's not even her place? She's still living with her mom. So now you moving in with her mother, with the baby's grandma. Like, that's happening a lot.
Well, you saying
And if
guys
you-
are moving in with girls and it ain't even her place, it's her mama place.
Right, and mom still lives there. And then now they're being disrespectful, so now there's no real man around in the house. So now they're just basically running it because they're getting away with stuff that they claim they don't want happening at their home. But yet this guy is there. So is the daughter allowing all that. It happens.
Cold world.
And there's no man, a real man around to regulate things. So then there goes the so-called grandma well, it's my grandkids and
Somebody said, I'll get a tiny home first.
right, and be like, you can't fit. We ain't got no room for you.
I'll live in a tent under the freeway before I move in with a bitch of my age. I swear to God, I don't want the problems and no bitch looking at me like, You ain't even got to say it. I feel
Not
it.
that. Not
Them girls, when I go to their house and they ask me to spend the night, I'm like, girl, you imposing on me. You think you the only bitch I got over here on this side of town? You think this the first pussy of the night? I got to go get some rest where I live.
That's so sucker stuff. Exactly, Flint. And then don't let the
Peace is priceless. That's what somebody said in there.
and
I
don't
missed
let
his name.
and don't let the I know so many situations like that I'm seeing happen that
Beyond Cherry said peace is priceless.
that the guy thinks he's such a player, she thinks she's got such a winner, and yet she's on government assistance with everything, living underneath the mom's roof, and he out there just running the streets. He might look good from afar, like because he drives a so-called nice car.
Mellow Studio say he stayed in a hotel for a year.
See, there you go. Yeah.
All right, this is a topic that a lot of men, don't like to hear because I feel like a high percentage of men been in this predicament throughout their life or whatnot. Me, myself, I've been in this situation where I was staying with a woman and she put me out. Here at Ghetto Talk, we call those hobosexuals. Somebody who looking for a woman, they ain't not in a relationship. They probably got baby daddies, they got kids or whatever. But it's men out here who prey on women like that. A lot of times these women, they be lonely. They ain't got nobody. A lot of these women are overweight, women with low self-esteem. These men prey on women, and right now is the season of hobosexual because it's getting cold. And these men, they need somewhere to stay for the winter. I know people who are hobosexuals. I have some sons that are hobosexuals. Well, ex-hobosexuals. I can't say they're hobosexuals now. Well, my son, he messed around with this woman and he put 3 babies up in her. And their whole relationship just went to hell. They going back and forth, she putting him out. She always putting him out. So the question being asked is this respectable for a man to live with a woman? It's not respectable. Again, I said I've been in this situation. And when I was in this situation, I was just getting out of prison. So, you got situations like that. A lot of men getting out of prison, they ain't got nowhere to go like that. Their family ain't helping them or whatnot. And they rely on a woman to help them with their living situation or whatnot. Now, I can understand if you down like that and you need some help or whatever to get up on your feet. But you got a lot of men out here who just like to hell with it. I'm going to use this woman till the wheels fall off or whatever. Because you got men who, just like Darlene said, they got nice cars, they gears on point, and they not helping with no bills or whatever. But again, they got that car, they got all this gear and stuff like that. And I feel like it's like you're making it harder for this woman because not only is she taking care of these kids that she got, but she also taking care of you too. I'm pretty sure that a lot of these men, they not buying the food. 9 times out of 10, these women, they got food stamps and they buying the food with the food stamps. I have a 21-year-old son and I install into him like, you don't want to move with no woman. You want to have your own stuff so you don't have a problem with if y'all get into an argument or whatever and she don't like what you're doing and she can just be like, oh, you can get out. I teach him that to this day. And my son, my 21-year-old son, he don't have no kids and all he do is work. And he about to get him his own place in a couple of months or something like that. But you're not going to have no peace as a man if you living off of a woman. And just like Corey said, it's like being one of the kids or whatever. Any given time, she can get mad or angry or in her feelings or whatever and be like, get out. And what can you do but get out? It's not a good look for a man to move in with a woman. Now, me, myself, I've learned some skills to fix up houses. I restore houses. So that might be a good skill for a man to have where he can take and go buy a house for a couple of $1,000 or $5,000 or whatever and fix that house up. You can always have you somewhere to live. And then if a woman want to come live with you, then you got the option to put her ass out if you don't feel like her being there or if she tripping or whatnot. But I want to know if any man has ever moved in with a woman and and actually got kicked out. And don't lie, you know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people don't like to put their shit out there or whatever, but if y'all ever live with a woman and she put y'all out, put it up in the comments and tell me how y'all feel about this. Do y'all feel like a man can be respected if he moving in with a woman? Y'all tell me what y'all think about it in the comments.
What's up,
It's your
OG,
man,
triple OG?
y'all already know what it
OG,
is.
triple,
To the next video is Ghetto Talk. Up out of here. Peace.